Flores suddenly drew his gun and opened fire on the pursuing officers. Gunshots rang out repeatedly. One officer was struck in the chest. Fortunately, the round did not penetrate his bullet-resistant vest. The officer sustained only a minor, non-life-threatening injury and was later taken to the hospital for treatment before being released. The officers returned fire in self-defense. Flores was struck by multiple rounds, fell to the ground, and dropped his weapon. On the afternoon of the 9th of June 2026, at approximately 1:47 p.m., near the intersection of Washington Boulevard and Alameda Street, within the jurisdiction of the Newton Patrol Division of the Los Angeles Police Department, two officers were on patrol when they spotted a grey pickup truck parked along the road, displaying a temporary paper license plate. Standing next to the driver's door in the middle of the roadway was a pedestrian. Under California law, police have the authority to approach and investigate when they observe a vehicle with an irregular license plate or suspicious behavior on a public roadway. This kind of check is entirely lawful and falls within police authority to ensure traffic safety and public order. The two officers approached to investigate. As they drew near, they saw the driver, Marco Flores, 35, holding a handgun. The officers immediately gave commands to bring the situation under control. Flores did not comply. He immediately hit the gas and sped away. The officers immediately initiated a vehicle pursuit. This action was lawful. When a suspect is armed and flees after being ordered to stop, police have the authority to pursue in order to protect public safety and prevent a greater danger. The pursuit was intense. Flores's vehicle raced from the Newton area into the Hollenbeck area. He drove recklessly, running through multiple red lights and endangering other road users. Eventually, Flores lost control of the vehicle and crashed into a fence. The vehicle came to a stop. Flores quickly threw open the door, jumped out, and fled on foot. The officers pursued him immediately. While running, Flores suddenly drew his gun and opened fire on the pursuing officers. Gunshots rang out repeatedly. One officer was struck in the chest. Fortunately, the round did not penetrate his bullet-resistant vest. The officer sustained only a minor, non-life-threatening injury and was later taken to the hospital for treatment before being released. The officers returned fire in self-defense. Flores was struck by multiple rounds, fell to the ground, and dropped his weapon. The officers quickly secured him, recovered the firearm, and called for an ambulance. Los Angeles Fire Department personnel arrived at the scene and transported Flores to the hospital, where he underwent surgery for multiple gunshot wounds. He is currently in critical but stable condition and is expected to survive. The subsequent investigation confirmed that the pickup truck Flores had been driving was stolen. The firearm recovered at the scene was seized and logged as evidence. Flores faces serious charges: 4 felony counts of attempted murder, 6 counts of assault on a peace officer with a semi-automatic firearm, 3 counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, 1 count of evading a peace officer while driving recklessly, and 1 count of being a felon in possession of a firearm. If convicted as charged, Flores could face multiple life sentences. From a legal standpoint, the officers' actions in this incident are considered proper and reasonable. Approaching to check a vehicle with a temporary plate and suspicious behavior is a legitimate exercise of police authority. When Flores brandished a weapon and fled, initiating a pursuit was necessary to prevent a greater danger to the community. In particular, when Flores fired first at the officers while being pursued on foot, the officers had the right to use deadly force to protect their own lives and those of their fellow officers. This is a clear application of the principle of self-defense under California and federal law governing police use of force. The bullet-resistant vest saved an officer's life, underscoring how critical proper equipment is for law enforcement. Though the incident unfolded in a short span of time, it left serious consequences. 1 officer wounded, 1 suspect struck by multiple gunshots, and 1 stolen vehicle recovered. Flores chose to resist with a firearm rather than cooperate, turning what began as a routine stop into a dangerous shootout. From a legal perspective, the officers acted properly when confronted with deadly force. It was the suspect who escalated the situation from a traffic stop into an armed attack. In the aftermath, Flores remains hospitalized in critical but stable condition. The officers in